So somebody just commented on one of my posts saying that stop with all that selling or pitching or something. I don't know how they phrased it, but something in that effect. And I was thinking to myself, if you, for example, were a doctor or a mechanic or some kind of profession, you've something you've been doing for many decades and you became an expert at the field. And you hang out with a group of 5 people, for example, and you hear that one friend constantly going to the dentist and paying thousands of dollars, and say you're a dentist, yeah? Or your uncle is a dentist, or a family member is a dentist, or your father. And years would go by, and hearing that one particular person saying, I spent $50,000, $60,000 on dental work or something like that. And you never uttered a single word about your father being a dentist or able to give discount or able to give a second opinion. You just kept your mouth shut. Would you be doing that friend justice? I mean, that person needs help and you can actually provide that help. Are you just going to be quiet? Be like, oh, wow, that's great. I'm glad you went to the dentist. But you'll never mention a word about being a dentist. Oh, here's a good example. Here's a really, really good example. I always like to look in the comedy in life because I'm always laughing, even when I'm by myself. I always think of when I zoom out of any situation, it becomes so comical, but people just zoom in too close, and that's why they're always angry and frustrated and losing their shit because they're zoomed in on that little dot. They only see the dots, but they don't see anything around it. So occasionally I'm really good at that. I like to zoom out and just look at everything on the, what's it called? 30,000 foot view, whatever. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So 2.5 Men, Charlie is always dating these hot chicks and he lives right by the ocean. And every time they go out to dinner, he pays, which is, he doesn't care because he's got a lot of money. He does it all the time, he's a playboy and he's always dating different girls and all that. But there was one time where he was dating this one girl, and every time they go out, Charlie would pay. And one day the conversation went back and forth and he got to know the girl a little better. And then he found out that this girl owns like 2 or 3 high-rise buildings, apartment buildings. So she's a multi-millionaire. Maybe she's a billionaire. So when Charlie found out that she has access to funds and she's well off, he's like, how come you never offer to pay for any of these dinners? Because he goes out to nice dinners. He's always paying $500-$600 a dinner. And she said something about, oh, you never ask or whatever. But what I'm saying is, like, when you're able to help in any way possible, why not help? So this particular comment said, going back to the comment, the lady said, oh, you're being too pitchy or too salesy, and I'm thinking to myself, let's just say her name is Lisa or Barbara or something. And I said, I sent the message back and I said, in the effect of, Lisa, this is what I do for a living. This is my profession. I'm a professional insurance broker. I'm contracted with all the major carriers to help people not to run into financial dilemma in the event they run into an accident, that they get into an accident or face major illness. And like, for example, if that Lisa girl, again, that just made up that name, I don't remember her name. If that Lisa girl, for example, if she sent me that text while she was driving, okay, or just leaving her house or whatever, and she pulls out of her driveway and a semi just T-bone into her and just, next thing she's crippled. And say she's been following me on social media for many years, but I've never once mentioned that I offer that service. Wouldn't I be doing I would be, first of all, I believe what I do is very noble. I help people get out of financial debts, which more than 80% of the population have that problem. And it all happens because of medical bills. So I'm offering a great solution to a big problem. But for me to have someone follow me on social media for many years and not knowing what I do or what I can offer or what solution, I'm not going to go on there and do cats videos and dogs videos. And I enjoy all that. I love the dogs, the cats, the nature, the human, everything. I love all that. But that's not what drives me. What drives me is to offer a solution to a major, big problems. That's why I chose life insurance, because I believe that's the worst thing that could possibly ever happen to you, is to deal with medical bills and lose all of your assets at no fault of your own. You could develop cancer by eating the bread, develop cancer by eating this, by drinking that, drinking this and drinking that. And the possibility of it happening, it's huge. Even I don't want to use the word because I don't know if the thing is going to block my, but when you got that, if you would have gotten sick or if you would have died, the thing that happened back in 2020, I think, or whatever it is, doesn't matter. You guys know what I'm talking about. If you would have gotten that shot and you would have gotten sick and you have $1 million policy, the insurance company would have to pay, the life insurance company would have to pay $1 million. So I'm providing a solution. And for me, I actually, years ago, I've dated someone that she used to get mad at me for that. And she's always like, "Oh, I can't believe it. You're trying to sell." I'm like, "I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm trying to tell these people I'm an insurance guy. And if you need protection, I can provide insurance. You can spend very little money. You can put $1 a day into a policy that will insure you in the event of major catastrophe, accidents, or illness. That policy, that $1 a day that you're paying, could get you out of that problem, out of that dilemma, that financial struggle." Certain individuals that think of life insurance, they always think, "Oh, you have to die to get the money." That's fine. But now insurance companies are being very aggressive and they're offering living benefits with the policies, which means this money is available for you in the event of accident or illness. So no one has to die. You don't have to leave a legacy behind. You can live a legacy yourself. You can have 10, 20, 30, $40 million policy, and you can have that money coming to you while you're alive, which can improve your lifestyle and your spouse lifestyle and your children's lifestyle and so on and so forth. You can leave a legacy for your family and you can live a legacy yourself. But the moral of the story, the reason I'm doing this whole video is to point out to make one point clear, is if you're a professional in a certain field and you don't let your friends around you know that you do this for a living, you would be doing them a disservice, because those individuals may need your help and you never mentioned once that's what you do for a living, and they would have to go through all the steps, learning, educating themselves, and making phone calls and asking. Well, you're best friends with these guys, and you can provide that service because you're a professional. This is what you do for a living. So instead of them having to do a lot of guesswork, why not just ask you and you can get them there quicker? So take the information from the people that know to the people that don't know. That's what I like to do. I like to do free education, all the calls. If you guys are interested, please call me 910-447-6508 or comment One Life on this video and I will reach out personally. But I've done a policy just recently for a young lady. She's 31, $1.5 million. It cost her like $80. Can you imagine? I'm telling you, you give me $80 and I'm going to make sure if you ever get sick or if you ever get into an accident, I'm going to give you $1.5 million. What are you going to say? No way. I'm not going to do that. No way. No. I don't want to do that. I don't want the money. I don't want the 1.5 million. And that's what everybody does. Everybody says, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. Because they, and I don't blame the people. I understand where you guys are coming from because I feel the exact same way. We're slowly starting to lose trust in the system and the information that's coming at us. We don't know who to trust. We don't know who's honest, who's not honest. We don't know who's scamming you and who's not scamming you. We don't know who's have ill intention or who has great intention to help. I myself, unless my integrity, morality is the most important thing. Unless I can sell this policy or offer that service to my family and to my friends or to myself, I will never offer it to anybody else. I have to believe in this 100% because in the event that person does need it one day, and I would, if I would let them down and they found out that policy was just shit, they were wasting money all these years, that would tarnish my brand, tarnish my name. I am building a brand by offering solution to a big problem. And for me to let one person down, it would be like me letting myself down. I have to believe in this 100%, and my integrity and my morality is the most important thing. If I don't believe in the product, I'm not going to offer it. If I know it's shit, I'm never going to utter a word about it. I'm not going to say anything about it. But if I know it's good, I'm going to shout from the rooftop to everybody, and I want people to know this solution is available, guys. I'm talking to you, the person that's watching right now. There's solution. Insurance is transferring risk from you to the insurance company. So in the contractual obligation, they're saying in the event something does happen to you, we will give you X amount of dollars based on what your policy is. As long as you're keeping your policy in force, which means making your monthly premiums, monthly payments, and the policy is still active in the event. It's just like in a car insurance. It's the same thing. It's like in the home insurance. Something happened to the house, they pay out. Something happened to the vehicle, they pay out. That's the exact same process. And people still have that misconception that life insurance has to pay out when you die, but that's not true. Life insurance will pay while you're alive in the event of sickness, any illness, or major accidents. I mean, just imagine. Let's hypothetically think about the scenario. You find out one day you're not feeling good, and you go to work. You're not feeling good. Next thing you're at the doctor's office and doing a checkup. Excuse me, and the doctor says, "Mr. Jones, you have stage 4 cancer." What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to lose the house. You're going to lose your job. You're going to lose the equity in your house. You're going to lose your car. If you have any savings in the account, just say bye-bye to that because, it's all going to go toward medical bills. What are you going to do? Unless you're protected by some type of insurance, you're doomed. You are doomed. Basically, this is just the end for you financially. Not only that, it could be the end for you. You could die after that, because I've seen so many situations where someone's being operated on at the hospital, and the doctors will stop operating on that patient just because an insurance or a health insurance company says you have reached the limit. We cannot give any more money. So let that person die. We're not giving any more money. So that's when a life insurance policy with living benefits, which all the ones that I offer come with living benefits, come in handy. So if you have $1 million, $2 million liquid available for you to use, you can take your family member to the best doctors, the best specialist. You can fly them somewhere and you can make sure they're taken care of. But anyway, going back to that post that I got from that lady saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're selling. This is what I do. This is how I feed my children. I have 3 children in college. Well, they're all graduated, but this is what I do for a living." For me not to announce what I do, it would be, what's the word? I believe what I do is very noble because I save people from the worst thing that could possibly ever happen to them. Financial crisis could destroy you completely, could cause divorces. Family falls apart. It's always money, always money, always money. All the roads lead back to the dollar. And if I can provide a solution to prevent that from happening, I would love to do that. The solution is available. Spend $1 a day, get a policy. In the event of sickness or accident, it will pay out. Or if you do happen to die, your family, your beneficiaries will collect the money. Yeah. Also, one thing I always forget to mention in all my videos, the life insurance policies that I offer. Of course, I offer mortgage protection, final expense, any type of protection that you need. I can offer annuities, IULs, but I try to focus on term because I believe it's the best option for my client. But I also want to mention that the policies that I offer come with living benefits and living trust. Living benefits, living trust, and a living will. So if you need a living will or a living trust set up to protect your assets, that does come for free. It's bundled in the life policies that I offer. So that's always peace of mind. People that use Medicare, for example, they can use the trust. They can put all their assets in the trust. This way, if they do a 5-year look back, they see that you don't have any assets and you'll be eligible for Medicare without having to pay it back. Because Medicaid, Medicaid is not free service. People think it's free. It's not. They'll give you the LTC, long-term care, or senior assistant, or whatever it is that they're helping you with. And after you die, they take all your assets, your homes, your cars, your bank account. They liquidate everything. They sell everything, and they take their money back. So it's not free. But in order for you to make it free or protect yourself from that, is you can use a living trust and put all your assets in the trust. This way you're protected. I hope that makes sense. That service is also available for free with the policies that I offer. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know I've been ranting for about 20 minutes now. But I just want to let you guys know there's a solution out there. Call me. Let me please help you. Yeah? Think about it. It's very simple. You put $100 into a bank and you know there's $1 million waiting for you. You put $200 in the bank, you know there's $10 million waiting for you. It all depends. Start when you're young and healthy, because tomorrow you may not qualify. Your health could change. You're going to get older. Another birthday's going to come up, and you might call me and say, "I need $1 million policy." And I'm going to say, "I'm sorry, I can't do that because you have diabetes, heart attack, or stroke. You've dealt with so many different illnesses and you're old." Call me, guys, 910-447-6508, or comment Well Life, and I will reach out today. Thank you so much, and best of luck. Don't wait. The longer you wait, the more expensive it's going to get. The best time to plant a tree is yesterday. Don't wait. Do it now.
If you're a man with a family, life insurance isn't a choice, it's a responsibility. The best part? You decide your monthly payment. DM me or comment One Life if you're ready to protect your loved ones. Call 330 577 3496 to get started today.